Welcome everyone. In today's video, I just wanted to do an update on the Drift Racers 1K challenge video that I did the other day, just to show you how it's going, some of my progress and so on and so forth. You can follow my progress and all of my trades over on my Twitter page, or you can just wait for the weekly update that I'm going to do every Saturday or Sunday. I've not quite decided yet when I'm going to do it, but I just thought I'd just do this one quickly. I put up on my community page this picture here so you can just see some of the profits and losses that have been made by some of the drift races. As you can see here, I'm at zero because I haven't actually made any trades yet, and I'll talk more about that in a second. But here I've got a link. So basically it's a referral link. If you want to trade on drift, it helps support the channel. I think I get credited some money if you guys like deposit and actually start trading. So if you do want to trade on drift, it's a really nice exchange. I like the UI, and they're definitely on the come up. So if you want to trade, you can use this link. But just getting more into the leaderboard. So if you go to this link up here, it will take you to this Drift Racers leaderboard page, so you can see how well everyone's doing. So if I just go on all, this is the profit and loss since the start. I think whenever everyone got funded. So there are 10 races, but not everyone has either got funded or is eligible to go on the leaderboard yet. I forgot what the eligibility is, but it's obviously not what I thought, because I've made 0 trades and I'm still here. So as more and more people join, you'll see this like start to fill up, and we've got some interesting results to start off with. So this was the Hunter. 8.5% gain, 0x shake at a 1.9% gain. This guy's at a 0.03% gain. I've made nothing. As we can see here, some people have incurred some losses. So serotonin juice of a 39% loss, and LMV at a 60% loss. Now I think this was worse. I think it was like a 67% loss, and I think what happened here was that they were just shorting the rally over the past couple of days on like high leverage as well. That's the only way I could think you could lose that much money in that short amount of time. But I think, you know, it's always plausible for these guys to make it back all in one trade if you think about it, right? All they need to do is like catch a 10% move on 10x leverage and they've made it all back. And you know, that regularly happens in crypto. Like Serum had like a 26% pump yesterday, and that coin is cursed, right? So it's always possible to just make it back. And with the crazy amounts of leverages that we actually have here compared to like stock trading competitions, for example, most participants there will use max 2x leverage. We're going to see a lot higher than that traded with drift. And in fact, just trading cryptos themselves, it's like trading stocks with leverage. Now just going onto the market, I just wanted to give my opinion on some things. So it looks like a lot of stuff is bottoming out temporarily, in the sense that the infinite sell pressure might be gone. Now I'm not saying this is the bottom for sure, because basically for Solana, for example, we're at like a 65% drawdown roughly, and people have bought and averaged down all the way down here, and whenever they see a next spike up, it's just going to be sold into, and that's typically what happens in bear markets, and you just have so much supply that is just waiting to go into the market. But in terms of narratives right now, what we're seeing is Ethereum getting a really strong one. A lot of people have woken up to the fact that the merge is coming soon, and it's actually happening. It's probably going to come like late June, July, at the latest August. But when the merge occurs, basically the amount of supply coming into the market, while inflation every year is going to drop from like 4% to like 0.5%. It's something ridiculous like that. It's the equivalent to a triple Bitcoin halving. That's the amount of like inflation reduced, which is amazing. And that's going to mean like billions and billions of dollars worth of Ethereum sell pressure is going to be absorbed, and we're not going to see that anymore. And also we're going to see a lot of ETH burned because of EIP 1559, and layer 2s are really getting traction. And I think this EIP 4844 I think that's the number. Effectively, it just reduces the costs of rollups, and it's going to ensure that people are going to start moving over there fairly soon. Arbitrum and Optimism might launch their token, and we're going to see layer 2 season fairly soon, so be prepared for that. A couple of coins that I'm looking at, going long fairly soon. Polkadot was one of them. Although I don't particularly like having to go long a lot of these coins because they're below their 200-day moving average, right? And when you have legendary traders like Paul Tudor Jones, who will not ever touch anything that is trading below its 200-day moving average, because it just means it's in a downtrend, right? And what is cheap usually becomes cheaper. I've seen a lot of people scream, like say Phantom, for example, is extremely undervalued. And they've been screaming that it's been undervalued since like $2. It's now continued to drop, an additional 40% since then. And so I don't really take stuff like that into account, like being undervalued, overvalued. It's not something that I really care about. I more care about the price action of the crypto that I'm trading and just the narrative behind it. So Ethereum, I think, has a very strong narrative. I'm a big believer in the layer 2 ecosystem, and that will definitely take off because you'll be able to, do DeFi on Ethereum. Well, do DeFi with Ethereum level security, but have extremely cheap fees. And the more people use them, the cheaper they get. And eventually they're going to get cheaper than your favorite alternative layer ones. I already think it's cheaper to, well, I've seen some stats already that show that it's cheaper to do a swap on Optimism versus Avalanche. So, definitely be aware of stuff like that. So for me right now, no trades. I've been looking for trades. I don't want to be someone who sits there scalping on the 5-minute chart or like the 1-minute chart, hourly chart. That's just not me, and I have other stuff to do. I like to swing trade on the daily time frame, and because I'm doing this challenge, I don't think it would be that exciting if I just wait for daily setups to appear. So I'm going to start trading on the 4-hour time frame as well. So if you are interested in seeing, what happens, you can follow my journey along on my Twitter, as well as joining the Drift Protocol Discord, which I'll link all in the description down below. So thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video, and make sure to subscribe for more videos like this one.